Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. Thank you for being here with me. I'm Denise, and this reading will be for Sunday, May 16th, 2021. And as always, I'm looking for a message to help heal our souls, as well as help for the day. So I have the Ace of Cups, and our theme is the Hermit, and they're both straight up. And flanked also by the Eight of Wands, but reversed. Okay. I don't mind having the Eight of Wands reversed. Not at all. Okay, so with the Hermit, that has us in the realm of going inside, honoring our inner wisdom, getting in touch with our inner wisdom. And I especially love the image on the Light Seer's Tarot, the deck I'm using here, where the light is within. Chris-Anne did such a good job creating this deck, but she, she changed some of the artwork in the most perfect way. Because to me, this image shows that no matter where you go, like you don't have to climb to the top of the mountain. You can see all the steps here, and there's the lamp. The traditional Rider-Waite. There's a large man looking down at the lamp, and he's at the top of a mountain, I think. But anyway, with Chris-Anne, we have the ocean out here, which represents, the soul of humanity and our emotional, material that we always need to be looking at and dealing with to get to that pure flow. But the message I get when I look at this is that you don't need to climb to the top of a mountain. Like, you don't need to climb up all those steps. You just need to go inside. The universe is inside of you, right? And you guys are probably so tired of hearing me say it, but I believe also that the universe is inside the nucleus of every cell in our bodies. So we don't really have to focus into one spot in our bodies. We just have to... Well, but it's nice to go into your core. That's never a bad idea. Or into your heart. Like right into your solar plexus and in your heart area. And do lots of deep breathing into that area of your body. It's also important, I think, when we're doing meditation to follow our breath. This is definitely a card of meditation. It's one of the major arcanas, which is, of course, an evolutionary gateway. So the message with the Hermit is going inside. So once you go inside, you're like, okay, now what? Do I listen to all those thoughts going around in my head? Do I make a list of everything I need to do so then I can finally relax and let go? Like, is there this fist in my brain that just won't let go? Like, what is going on? So what helps me is to have an intention. And yes, I do make lists. I do keep myself really organized. And the Hermit is all about organization. It's ruled by Virgo. Mercury, which rules Gemini and Virgo. But it's in the deeper levels, it's the very, the healing energy of Virgo, which has to do with being a bit of an organizational genius. And that divine order is within each and every one of us. So, you can see that light. And within going inside to meditate, what helps me the most is I don't breathe through my nose and then exhale through my mouth. I breathe entirely through my mouth, so that I can keep my jaw relaxed. And because I studied enough about characterology and how the body works, and I understand that the jaw is connected deeply to the pelvis. So if you keep your jaw open and breathe through your mouth and exhale out through your jaw but down into your pelvis, that will automatically connect you to the earth. You don't have to focus on grounding and rooting into the earth. If you just drop your jaw and breathe down into your pelvis, you're already there. You'll feel it. And then breathing that way helps me let go of my head, or the thinking that wants to keep coming in. But the way I found it is to don't defend, or the way I found it to be effective, using breath in your meditations, is to don't defend the thoughts that come up, because there are so many, you can have background thoughts, you can have, but you can have guidance, you can have ideas that come straight into your brain, and your brain is an amazing, supercomputer. So I would never want to push the thoughts away or try to not have a thought, because then you're for sure going to have a bunch of thoughts. But if you just keep focusing on the love inside of you and allow thoughts to come up if they need to, and if it's, if you set the intention, remember the universe is bound by law to receive you. So if you set the intention to open your heart to the core of who you truly are, and then with this Eight of Wands reversed, Ace of Cups is opening up to your love and all the love in the universe, and again, it's inside every cell of your body. And the Eight of Wands reversed to me is about slowing down to get to that place where you don't need to have results. You don't need to worry about any action that you should be doing. You don't need to worry about missing something or missing out on something. The deal is just to go deeply inside your body and keep breathing down into your pelvis and relax into your pelvis, relax into your core, and then relax into your heart. And if your mind wants to bring you some ideas, I would think that they're coming. If you've intended to open to your love, I would think that any ideas you get would be divinely inspired, right from your core and from your guides and your guardian angels around you. So you don't have to worry. But that's why I keep a notepad on my lap as well. And I don't look at the words that I'm writing. I tend to just automatic write, and I don't cross the T's or dot the I's. I look at it later and go, oh, wow, okay. But if I write it down and capture it, then I have it for later. Otherwise, I'm going to worry about forgetting it, or it's not going to seem important to me or to my guides and guardian angels, and I don't want to do that to them, because they will give you consistent messaging, consistent messages that will bring you, the information that you need to know, and you can ask anything. In fact, they have to be invited in. They have to be asked. Of course, they're there with you to protect you. If there's something, that could be really dangerous, then they might jump in. But for our everyday little things and for our creative inspiration and creative projects, it's best to open up and ask them the best way to go. And then, as you get the inspiration to go in a certain direction, the more specific your questions get, the better you will receive answers. So you can start with, what do my guides want me to know? Or you can ask to connect with just one specific guide. We all have, I think, a small or a large team, depending on the project that we're working on. We can have teams upon teams upon teams around us sometimes, and information will relay back and forth between each other. So if you're okay with feeling all different types of energy when you're channeling information, then I feel like you'll get more. But when I first started learning, I decided I wanted to just work with one guide at a time. And then later on, I opened up to it being, there's several around here, so let's just party on with all of them, right? And so you can go, big or small, however you want, but opening up to your love, opening up to the universe, and being in that solitude that you need to be in order to get the information, and slowing down. If you're going too quickly and your mind is spinning and going crazy, then you need to slow down, breathe down deep into your body again, and don't worry about missing anything. Don't worry. That's what this Eight of Wands reversed is about. Don't worry about missing anything. You don't need to get everything all at once. You can ask your guides to bring you the most important thing that you need to know right now, and know that everything is a step-by-step process anyway. And as long as you're consistent with sitting in meditation every day to focus on what it is that you want to create, or you're trying to manifest, or an issue that you're trying to work through, that sitting down every day and focusing on it, it will bring you everything you need to know. I promise you it will. It's that consistent, it's like showing up for work every day. Like if we have a job, how well is it going to go if we miss days or if we just don't show up? I mean, it's going to stop, right? The connection stops. So when we're talking about a connection, your heart connection with your guides, with your guardian angels, with your higher self, it does need, daily, this can be your daily spiritual practice. And I also recommend to not go for a fluff job, to of course, align with the forces of love when you sit down, of course. But don't go for the, let's don't spiritual bypass any material that wants to come up and be healed. And don't think that that's a diversion if you need to go into some pain and process it through. Because it's not. In fact, it's the way to open your intuition even wider, broader, and deeper. To heal from our numbness that we've had to numb out from, in order to survive when we were little kids. That's part of the process in opening your psychic abilities and your intuitive nature. So just remember that. And that's another reason why I take notes. And I sometimes literally have 3 notepads, near me. One for creative inspiration, one for something that I might need to work through. And because I might want to just focus on one or the other at any certain time. But as long as you keep going back to all the ideas that you get, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. And sometimes, at least for me, the way it's worked in the past has been, at first the process is one of a little emotional pain, where it's like your higher self, all the parts of you within are like, where have you been? You're finally here. And there's a little bit of happy tears. And then when you start breathing and moving through it, sometimes a lot of information can come through at one time, or a lot of different ideas. And what I can say, the best thing to do is to not doubt anything. Self-doubt is one of the biggest hurdles to get through. So that's why it is good to take copious notes. But if your guides and guardian angels are bringing in a lot of information all at once, you can ask them to slow down. You can always ask them to slow down. That's what this Eight of Wands is reversed is all about. If too much information's coming in, just say, just breathe, focus into your core, like the image that we have here, and then just take in as much as you can, but not to worry about getting all that information all at once, because it doesn't need to be that way. And like I said, if you're going to sit and meditate every day, it's going to get better and better and better for you. And you're going to notice that the consistent information and inspiration that you receive, unless you ignore it and push it away, it's going to keep coming. They might kind of nag you in a really gentle, like a nudge. They might keep reminding you of this creative project that you had going a while ago, or they might keep inspiring you to go in a new direction. Whatever it is, just, if you listen into your core and your heart, and consistently slow down and be with that energy and consciousness within, everything's going to work out. So, okay, well, that's all I have for today. In summary, it looks like it's a good day to meditate, and it's a good day to connect with your heart and to slow everything down and stay very, very grounded in your body and open up to searching your soul, to enlightenment, to following your gut feelings, and having a brand new beginning with this Ace of Cups here that can be very much about celebrating who you are on the inner levels, which of course emanates outwardly from within. But open up to the fulfillment and the new beginnings and even new love. The Ace of Cups is all about new love. So maybe a new way of loving ourselves is on the table for today. So, okay, I'm going to sign off now. Thanks, you guys. Take good care. Bye.